Okay. Boom. Let's bring window capture. Hello. Fair Winds, travelers, man. Welcome back to Fiesta Online, dude. We're going to do some HK grinds. Wait, let me play music. There we go. Delicious music. Okay. Alright, starting off today. Oh, first things first, I would like to kind of talk about fucking earlier for a little bit. I don't know if anybody really caught that Fallout thing, man. But that kind of sucks, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about it, to be honest with you. There we go, sharing things around. And I don't want to leave it off like that, but I can't fucking, the game doesn't seem to work, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I'm quite intelligent enough to, oh, hey, I'm actually not feeling it. I think I'm gonna stay out for the day. Oh. Well, that sucks, man. I hope you feel better. Take a nap and link up with me if you're feeling any better later. How about that? Yeah, that sucks. I hope you feel better, dude, and have a good night and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. But yeah. So what I was saying, sorry about the Fallout thing earlier, guys. That it really sucks, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, absolutely. Sugan, take it easy. Have a good night. Yeah, man, have a good night. So, yeah, Fallout. I feel bad about that, and I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't really know if honest to God, I don't even know if what I did earlier helped. So I downloaded the New Vegas patcher or whatever, and slapped it into the folder, but I don't know if just slapping it into the game folder actually did anything or not. It seemed to run better and work better after that point, but then I still got the crash. So maybe I just need to go hard and download the crash patchings and all these every available patch that they have for all that stuff, because there was several different things. One was the patcher, one was the what was it called? It was like a NVGC or something like that. And it was about crashing specifically and stuff like that. So maybe I need to try to just download all of them and get them figured that out and make sure I've got it all configured correctly and stuff. And so that's maybe I'll try to fiddle with that tonight, because I feel really bad that I left it off. I keep thinking about her, Son of Dur, and Rex and Cass, and I'm just like, brother, I don't want to leave it there. It hurts. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Well, since I'm alone, what I'm gonna do is slowly start making my way up through these shitty lower level quests that I want finally to get rid of. So I'm gonna run down. Actually, I gotta go back to Eldoran and go beat up 6 ogres. That's it. 6 weakened ogres, and then just to get that quest done. Now I can finally clean up some of these other quests that I don't. So sometimes it's hard to when you're playing with other folks all the time, because you don't want to. I don't want to drag them all over the fucking map doing shit. You know what I mean? I want to do fun things, but it often don't happen that way. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I bought stuff. I realized I was still using a level 20 shield, and I'm level 70, so I fixed that. I just bought an NPC shield. I was gonna smack it, and then I think I was playing last night, and I was gonna smack it, and then the game crashed or something like that, and I was like, well, I don't feel like firing the whole game back up just to do that, so So let me go smack 4 weekend, or what is it, 6 weekend ogres or whatever. 1. Tier. Hey, you were supposed to die. Probably a bad place to come for the weekend ogres. Isn't there more around here? Could have swore there was. Ah, well, it says the best place for him is over here, so I guess that's where I'll go. Here's a couple more. Might as well grab those. Oh, they don't even chase me. Hey, nice. I like that. I love being able to go to an area again when you're a higher level and fucking things don't chase you around and want to kill you. I love being able to do this. This is like my favorite. This is like one of the best rewards that Fiesta Online, like in its game, gives you for like just in it's hard to explain. Almost like an unintended game mechanic. You know what I mean? This is like the best reward is being able to go back to an area and not be attacked by things. You can just enjoy the map itself. Explore, maybe go like parts of it you never went because they were too dense of enemies. You didn't feel like fighting through them all. The maps on this game are like genuinely worth exploring. Like looking around at every inch of them and stuff and just seeing what's what and where. You may realize that there's an enemy that you didn't even realize you could find and kill here or something, or in somewhere, you know what I mean? Oh, what did that want me to do? Oh, I think that was, okay, non-proceedable or something, because that didn't continue, thank God. So we need 2 silver ore. Where am I even going to get? Oh, I think I can get silver ore in the prison, can't I? So why don't we go sneak around the prison a little bit and see if we can find some silver ore. I don't think there's any mines particularly close. The worst part is I know that there's ore up there, I just don't, and I've seen it a million times, I just don't remember where it is. Oh, I was also gonna do something else last night that I just didn't get a chance to do, and it was gonna be like, surprise! New cool things. Just didn't get a chance because the game crashed or whatever happened. You know, I don't know why I always go this way. I guess technically this is sort of a longer way around, technically, isn't it? This is just always the way I've gone. Concealed prison. Concealing that prison. Oh, and then, man, honestly, today's gone shit. Like, nothing worked the way that I had planned or set up. After the game crashed, it was about 10 o'clock for me. I still had an hour technically left in doing streaming stuff. And I was so dejected after that point that I basically just laid down and died for a while. And, I didn't mean to fall asleep, but that's really what ended up happening. And then, oh, hey, look at this. Look at me. Lucky day. I didn't really mean for that to happen, but that's what ended up happening. And then, desperately trying not to die. And then, I ended up waking up. I figured my girlfriend would come and kind of wake me up or notice that the stream wasn't running or something at some point. Well, that was a poor assumption for me to make. I woke up nearly 2 hours later, went out to the living room, and she was also passed out on the couch, and she had been passed out since about the time that the stream died, so she fell asleep probably just before that happened, so she didn't even realize that I wasn't streaming or anything like that. And then we came in here, and we were both tired still. We were both just like kind of sad from the situation and then just everything going on, so we just laid down and went back to sleep. Fell asleep for another like couple hours and didn't wake up till about 1 o'clock or almost 2. No, it was like 2 o'clock. And then got around to go get groceries and stuff. Like I had a whole plan to go. I was gonna go we were gonna go get food because it's supposed to be our anniversary and stuff like that. But we both fell asleep, and then we had to go get groceries, so we just didn't have time for it at the end of it all. And so yeah, it's just been kind of a fucking rough day, dude. Nothing worked out the way that either of us really planned or hoped for, and then for me, on top of with the Fallout going the way that it is, it's been a pretty fucking just depressing day, but pulling through the best that I can, honestly. We're trying to be positive about everything. We still have our actual anniversary isn't until tomorrow, so we technically haven't missed it yet. This was our freest day to get things done and spend the time with each other. And that's kind of what I planned to do with it, but we both were just so tired. So, that's life. Sometimes things work out the way you hope for, and sometimes they don't. So I'm looking around for silver ore. I don't see any, though. Anywhere. I know there's some around here. I just don't remember where it is. Oh, you know what? Yes, I think I do remember where it is, actually. My brain is working. It's over here, fucking, isn't it? Fucking yeah, it is. I knew where that I think it was at, and it is. No, do not attack me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I've made an executive decision. We're not even gonna bother with that. Emergency portal. Huh. That everything will run away, basically. Then we come back out, and we're good. He's still looking for me. Ain't gonna find me, though. Oh, it's a plus. I smacked it up to a +2. I had one more, perm mount that I was willing to sacrifice. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that he specifically gifted me a mount and stuff like that, I would actually, let's see here, I have more. So, it's kind of a long story. I've been waiting for a tradable mount. I was gonna buy a mount. I've been waiting for a tradable mount to go on sale so I can buy a single tradable, like the on sale permanent tradable mounts when they go on, like another jellyfish or something, for example. Because sometimes they go on sale for $13,999 or something like that. So I was waiting for that to go on sale, and then I would have just smacked it around, and then I wouldn't ever had to buy, I'd never have to buy another thing again. For those watching out there, I cannot stress this enough. The thing you should do, don't buy the BOGO mounts. Don't buy, you know, they seem like a great deal and all that, but in the long run, you're going to be paying so much more, because just get one permanent tradable mount and then smack a bunch of perm non-tradable BOGOs into that mount, and then you have a permanent tradable mount forever, and you've only spent roughly 20k all in all, maybe 21-ish k all in all, and then you'll have permanent amount that you can put on for every character forever. Because the mount was gifted, I don't want to like, let's see, where I was going with that. I have hiding in here somewhere. Oh, there they were. A couple floating clouds still, the Nimbus clouds, you see. But I don't want to. I'm not gonna smack those and like use them into the dragon because they're Nimbus clouds. That's a mount. These mounts rarely actually go on sale. Maybe once a month, maybe they go on sale. The Nimbus clouds. So you don't want to use a Nimbus cloud because you can't just get them. You have to wait for them to go on sale, and who knows when that is because there is no schedule for this shit. So but I also don't want to like smack over the dragon because it's a gifted mount. Like I want it to, you know, that's like if someone gave me like went out and bought me a piece of jewelry, you know, like a nice piece of jewelry, and I just melted it down for the gold and bought a video game. You know what I mean? If you combine tradable with non-tradable one, it becomes non-tradable. Are you for real? Are you kidding me right now? Is that actually the case? Well, that's, see. I mean, that changes everything then, because then they've got you by the balls no matter what. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. I mean, well, you said you asked a G. I was gonna say I'll have to look at. Well, you asked a GM. If that's what a GM said, that's bullshit. Well, no, I mean like as in like that's fucked up. That's fucked up that happens. Not like that's not true, because it clearly, if that's what a GM said, then that must be the truth. So, but that's fucked up that they do that. That is fucking insane, bro. Because I've never tried that, and that's what I was gonna try, but now I guess I'm not gonna do that at all. So, well, actually, you've just that changes my entire plan now, because what I'll do is I'll just have to keep smacking mounts. Yeah, that's the sad reality. Yeah, that is the sad reality. That is what it is. So there, you've heard it here first. You cannot even do that. For sure. This is your like actual, can they do that? Can we do that? No, you cannot do that. A GM said so. So, there's the fucking end-all be-all of that. Don't buy a fucking permanent 5. I mean, that's trash. And imagine that, buying fucking 5 or no, you'd have to buy like 6 in total, because 2 of them only goes to +1, so you'd have to buy 6 in total to get it to +5. And that's just... Wait, I forgot, did I get my silver? Oh, I sure did. I've just been going around killing things. Anyway, let me go... Oh, I need high quality spirit and soul. Oh, I gave it all away. That's right. What's his nuts has it? Uh oh. Lost heart. Oh, I need lots of more soul dust. Shit. Highest quality. Uh oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to get done. Naiad souls. Oh, and that's the things here. Ha. Well. Because we're beating up Naiad souls, because I'm here. The best option to buy is SC coins and trade them in with Romans or gems, and buy +5 mount for 18 to 20 gems. That sounds to be right. So what Serenia just put in the YouTube chat, according to Serenia, the best option is to buy SC coins and then trade them in Roman for gems, then buy a +5 mount for 18 to 20 gems. That seems to be the best option, which is just ridiculous. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. So that's the best option for folks out there. Anybody watching on the YouTubes or the Twitches. Oh, I didn't even want to pick that up. Whoopsie. Well, I got it now. Just need a bunch of Naiad soul stuff. Yeah, that sucked. Well, that's what it is, I suppose. $4, 6.5 gems, so you need $16 for a perm tradable mount. Huh. Jeez. Yep. Yeah, well, to get you could get let's see, 3 BOGOs, and that's still almost four. That's still almost 12K each, or well, 12K right there for BOGOs. So, or actually, no, that's only no because BOGOs that's 5,500, isn't that? BOGOs are 5,500, aren't they? So that's 55. Yeah, time. Yep. So, yep, that's like $35 right there, isn't it, bud? Enjoy that. Have fun. God, that's some shit when you like roll it out. Honestly, that's part of the reason why I just have like I almost don't want to spend money on this game anymore because it's just like thinking about it and the prices of some things compared to what you get at this point. I think inflation has taken over Fiesta Online sort of in the sense that it's just man, it's too much. It's just too much. Yeah, you can get an on sale mount for whatever it is, 38.50, but that's just one mount, so you have to buy that 6 times. So that's what is it? 3 times 6, or well, almost 4 times 6, I suppose at that point. So that's what that is. Whatever. I'm not the best at math, so someone else can crank those numbers out. Yep. Nope, that don't sound like a deal to me, bud. Oh no, you're good. At this point, I can. So I still have a little bit of SC, and then I'll probably throw a little, cause when they do things like reset the special buy, you know what I mean, the green bar thing on the fucking charge option. When you can spend $20 and get 50K SC, that's a pretty good fucking deal. You know what I mean? And I don't feel too bad about doing that, but. I mean, it is, but that basically don't get you a whole lot of anything. You won't even get a mount that's on sale. You know what I mean? For 3K. So is my point. So that's what I'm saying. You need to be getting like 50 plus K at a time in order to actually have it. First off, be usable for anything and not have it all be spent in at one time.
Hence why you did a lot of the buy one get one mounts.
Well, that's why I would buy. Well, hence I would say more why I buy every time there was a sale or a code comes up. That's when I'm buying SC. You know what I mean? Because you're getting however many percentage off, or when they reset your special buy things, then I'm fucking buying SC because you're getting. I mean, 100+% for free. Basically, you know what I mean? Because you're getting, instead of spending $20 and getting roughly 20K SC, you're getting like 50K SC or whatever. Because the little special, it's like the first time special, you know what I mean? Those ones, they cost, they and then I just buy all the specials, and then I don't ever buy, like, I've never bought SC from Gamigo when it wasn't on either a coded sale or I got it in like they reset your special buy, you know, because they do that every like 6 months or so. They actually just reset your fucking special buy. So if anybody's out there chomping at the bit to buy SC, just wait. Believe me, just wait, because they'll reset that special buy eventually. Sooner or later they'll do it, and then you can fucking buy like literally twice as much SC for half as much money. So just fuck it. That's what I do. Fuck that, because I'm not, spending $20 to get 20K SC or whatever it about comes out to is just, that's crazy. You're basically not getting shit at that point. You're getting like 2 really good items, and then you might have a little bit like 2 or 3K left over maybe, and that's fucking it. Then you got to spend another $20. So yeah, no, fuck that, all of that. Every big crash I hear out there, I assume it's someone bringing a fucking oven up the stairs. Well, because they might not. I mean, I called and I told him, and when I said, I was like, I'm pretty sure, because he was a little, he sounded a little questioning of what I was. He was like, well, what's going on with it, blah blah. And I was like, it's just not heating. I'm pretty sure the heating element's going out. And when I said the heating element, it's probably the heating element. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll get. He's like, yep, I'll get on it. I'm sure he deals with those constantly. Yes. So he probably, I would not be surprised if they showed up with a new oven. You know what I mean? Well, because also, if they I was thinking about it. If they do take the oven out of here to fix it, we can't just not have an oven for however long it takes them to fix it.
Right.
So there's an entire possibility that they'll just bring us an oven to swap out, basically, and then yes, and not yes, and then not even, we won't even get our oven back, essentially. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I would hope not, because I did just kind of put a bit of elbow grease into scrubbing that motherfucker down, and I'd really hate to get a shittier oven in place of the oven I just scrubbed to fucking. You could eat off my fucking oven right now. Well, it's my older oven was much better. It was a much better fucking oven, but this oven is still fine. It's kind of chintzy. I've never liked the knobs on that fucking oven, for one. The way they wobble and shit. It's shit. It's junk. They're like, you could fucking, I could grab that knob and just snap it right off the fucking post, I guarantee it. That's the thing. It's a chintzy kind of piece of shit oven. That's why I've only had it for the time that I've had it, and it's broken already. You know what I mean? I had that other oven for fucking, 4 years or something? Or, damn near 3 years. And it was already sitting here by the time that... Yeah. Which means it had already been used. And which means it had years on the fucking thing. This one's got, 2 or 3 years? I think I got that... Didn't I get that before you moved in? You weren't dealing with all that, right?
No.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was like a fairly new oven at that... Like, I had just gotten it. I'm pretty sure. I think that happened just before we got together, and because it wasn't like, it wasn't that long ago, so. So yeah, oven shit. I'm waiting for some guys to come pull my oven out of here. I'm just beating up naiads and collecting their souls. Smack? Oh no, it's happened. No, damn it. That's the one thing I really didn't want to happen. Was being slowed. This is gonna make everything a pain in the ass. See, as a cleric, you're like the most survivable class, because it doesn't matter. You just keep walking around and healing yourself. As long as you have SP, you just keep walking around and healing yourself. Fucking doesn't matter. It's like the most survivable class, honestly. Everybody, it's just the slowest and shittiest grind, because you gotta whack everything one at a time. You got no AoEs, so it's a pain in the ass. But it offsets it. If you use, it doesn't matter. If you're a cleric, use a hammer up to 100. It doesn't matter what class you're fucking going as. If you're a cleric, use a hammer up to 100. You're gonna smack the living shit out of everything. And so it doesn't really matter that you kind of have to smack everything one at a time, because you sort of make up for that. In some ways, at least, not totally, in the fact that you have really high fucking damage. Your fucking bashes, your bashes are nukes. Each bash is a nuke, and if you crank your, you get your critical rate up before that point too, and been like, dude, you've got like a good chance of just dropping a hammer on every single thing that walks in front of you, and then it doesn't matter if you gotta kill it one at a time, because you kill them in 1 or 2 hits anyway. Like, golden bats are pretty tough, and I'm just taking them in like 4 hits. Then you just heal your whole damn health bar worth of damage in one little pop. Like, I don't even have buffs going right now. Nothing. I got nothing going. I'm just kicking ass. And I got a level 20 shield. Look at my gear. It's trash. It's trash. I got level 1 earrings on right now, for crying out loud. I got level 36 helm. 55 pants, 64 boots, 46 ring, 39 ring. Now granted, that's a big help. That's a big help. My bracelet of bijou. But the fucking, and level 20 shield. But still, actually, you know what? I'll make a point. Here, let's make a point. There we go, we're making a point now. Who needs a bracelet of bijou? I don't. I'm pickle buffer. I'm slow as shit, y'all. I could just get on my mount, but why do I need to do that? I don't need a mount to heal. I'm a pickle buffer. Huh. Muffin pickles all day long. Like you just walk up, it's like, wee. I've just got the fucking electric, you know.
Oh god.
There we go. Look at that. I did a quest. Look at me, Mom. I did a quest. Well, I need to fight. There's 2 of them that I want now. Elf Knight, Ancient Souls. Oh, I need the knights, the souls of the knights. Oh, I need ancient high elf souls, huh? Okay. Being ancient elves. Ancient high fucking elves. They're high as shit, dog. At least if Fiesta crashes, I can count on it to crash to desktop, and then I can just fire it back up, go right back into the game. If Fallout New Vegas crashes, I might fucking have to restart my whole goddamn computer, so I just can't be dealing with that. See, if Fallout, that's the thing, like if Fallout New Vegas, if that crashed to desktop and just I don't care if it crashes every 20 minutes, as long as it crashes to desktop every single time. If it crashes so bad that like some of them crashes make it so I gotta restart my entire computer, then like we can't do it. Can't do it. Can't run a goddamn YouTube channel fucking firing up a stream every 10 minutes. You only get so many notifications a day across YouTube and Twitch anyway. And all that shit matters about your algorithm and stuff, you know what I mean? Every little thing, like how many people have notifications turned on for me, for example. That shit matters. I don't want to annoy people. I already send out, at the minimum, I'm sending out 3 notifications a day to people. Can you, that's already a lot, you know what I mean? Seeing my bullshit. So if I don't make those notifications interesting or funny or not bullshit, then people are going to be turning them off real fast. I remember Fliff. Yeah, I've heard about that, but I don't think I've ever actually played it. That was just one that like flew under my purview when I was young. When I was young, my obsession was Fiesta Online and Adventure Quest, and also Dragon Fable. When I found out about Dragon Fable, Adventure Quest went bye-bye. See you later, Adventure Quest. I'm an adult now. I play Dragon Fable. Nope, Fiesta Online. It's a fellow 18-year-old old-ass MMORPG, but yep, that's that's actually what it's called, the name of the stream title, Fiesta Online. I'm doing the HK grind, working my way up to 100, where I'll get the class, whatever, specialization choice, and then this one's I have a Guardian. Saint Nerevar, my other guy, is a Guardian. So I'm gonna be an HK, because they're all about the buffs. They'll buff you to death. They'll buff you so hard that you'll never even... You won't even know you have AIDS. You wouldn't even know. You could be dying from plague and you wouldn't even know it. They'll buff you so hard. A Guardian, however, is all about the heals. Big, deep damage. big, meaty heels. They drop the heal bomb on you and you heal for 3,000, 4,000 plus damage at level 115 or something like that, you know what I mean? Big, meaty heals. What the fuck? HP 15 1D MG def 20. Jesus Christ, that person did not have to do all that. Holy crap. They just typed in the whole damn like specs of the thing. Just link the damn thing. Link your item in chat. Holy crap. Flip was similar to Korean MMO on the same time, I think. You know, I'm not really sure what this MMO is. I think this MMO is it's either, I don't want to say what it is, to be honest, because I'm not sure. I don't think it's Korean, though. I always thought this was either an English or a British MMO, actually. But I don't know. Thinking about it, it must be from somewhere else because of all the typos. So someone else somewhere must have created this. South Korea? Oh, it's a South Korean MMO from 2006, according to the Google search that my girlfriend just did, apparently. Oh, you learn something new every day. Yeah, for some reason I always assumed, I don't know, I think I assumed it was like a English or something from the EK, not the UK, the EK. England Kingdom. It's Englandom. Seasoning is on everything. Well, I guess if that's what he wants. Well, that's kind of my thing. I'm at a certain. Well, I mean, brother. Well, it's not even that. I was gonna say, brother's autistic as shit. He's not gonna, he's not gonna eat anything that he does not want to eat. He is not. Will not. He'll fucking fight you. I imagine. I imagine you'll have to strap that motherfucker down and sedate him in order to get that food down his mouth, his gullet.
His choice?
Yeah, I was like, there's brother, he is, yes. I was like, so whatever, like, as long as he's eating. Yeah, she's always right there with stuff like that. If I say something and it's like, oh, I wonder, she's always right there with the fucking Google. Ready to fact check me.
No.
I know. It's just curiosity. You're wrong about that too, bitch.
Google keeps track.
Yeah, in your notes you've actually just got a tally. It's just tally marks in your
Searches I needed to make.
You just got it's just in your notes folder, the little notes application. There's just a thing, and it's just there's one note page, and it's just got a bunch of scribbled tally marks on it. Well, what the fuck is this for? All the times I've been right. Well, all the times I had to Google something. Hey, to be fair, mine would probably be bigger. Just kidding, no, and I'm just kidding, my honey. We are both right. We're both right all the time. How about that? There's my compromise. Let's see here. Heart Trumpy, Han's Stolen Blade. Oh yeah, I gotta do this damn quest. But then even if I get these things, then I gotta go around and get these things, and that sucks too. So we're gonna move on from that immediately. I gotta go. I really don't want to do more hair remover. It might actually be done because I'm 70, so that might actually be done already. Wait, do I have another? I have not been given another. Nope. So it must still be hair remover. Oh, I was standing there and I was like, wait a minute, this mount isn't enough to out-heal this guy. Oh, wait, I'm gonna put my thing back on. I've made my point. I can survive without it. Now let me put it back on, because I would rather survive with it. Just because I have to doesn't mean I want to. Or just because I don't, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
This is the way you said it.
I made my point. Now put it back on, please. It hurts. It all hurts. Give it back. Alright, let's go to just take an Elder and scroll. Elderween. Ween. Okay, here we go. Ween. A tricky waif? What the fuck? Is he a waif? Oh, is that waif? Maybe he's a tricky waif. No, I think that's WAIF or something like that. No, he's not. No, like waif, like it's an old word. Pretty sure it's French or something like that. It means like frail, like fucking fragile, or I'm sure you're googling it right now, huh?
No, Cody replied.
Oh.
His choice was all of the seasoning. He had to stop him.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, that was me back in the day, thinking I know how to cook. All of us when we first tried to cook.
I'm zooming in on that hot dog.
You're good. I can't. I'm a little busy right now, but yeah, no, that's. I definitely remember when I first started cooking. I used a little bit of seasoning on something one time, and I was like, all right, let's go nuts with this, and then you go nuts a few times, and then you're like. And then one time you get to that time where you just put basically everything on it, and you're like, this tastes like shit. I ruined this thoroughly and completely. Dooba-dooba-doo. Okay, we're going over to what's his nuts. There it is. The shield that I fucking got. Actually, I was just thinking, like, man, if there was still a drop boost thing going on, then I would just go, I'd go grind on a character for a while and see if I can get anything good for a paladin at this level. Surely I have someone that can go and do grinds at Trumpies. Surely someone. Actually, no. You know what, now that I think about it, I think all my characters, that's kind of a flaw of what I'm doing here, is I take all my characters up to 100, so it's like, I don't have anyone to do fucking anything below that, basically. So that's definitely a flaw in my system here. But nothing can be perfect. Okay, I assume that's a 3, it is. Take this and just take it up. He's a whacking, he's a mangin', smangin'. He's a whacking, he's smangin', smangin'. He's whack. That's easy. It didn't fight for me very much. Oh, it's a +6. Thank God for that. Thank God I took it up to +3, ladies and gentlemen, so I get them 6 fucking points. See, that's why I used to... When I was a kid, that's why I thought enhancing was stupid and didn't matter. Because I'm like, what do you mean I took it up to 4 and it's only like a 9-point difference? Are you kidding me right now? Why would I take it any higher then? Who cares about fucking probably 20 points of defense? I'll just get a better piece of armor. And that was my failure. And then I could never get past anything because I was always wearing shit gear. Because I didn't really understand. Plus I never, like, man, a piece of blue gear would have blown my mind as a child. Well, that too, I did have a lot of that. But, I mean, I understood stats, but I never in my life... First off, I was a kid, so I never really did any, like, dungeons, and understanding all that stuff was just completely beyond my scope. Never understood. I just didn't know about any of it, really. Especially when I was young. Like, grinding dungeons. Like, what is that? What the fuck do you mean? What is a dungeon? What does it do? It gives me... What do you mean it gives me better gear? It should just give... What do you mean? I'm killing a thing here. I can't just get the gear from this guy? No, it just didn't really... I didn't really know anything about... I didn't understand MMOs when I was a child. So I just didn't... Like, it didn't... What I was doing, the goals didn't really click. I was playing them sort of like a single-player game where You could just buy the art. Either you got a good drop from an enemy that you killed, or you just bought it from the NPC, because the NPC had the fucking gear for the next area. Or you go into the next area and hope to get a drop from a kill, like Final Fantasy style shit. So that was always how I was playing Fiesta Online, and so it was very ineffectual. And then of course just throwing stat points anywhere. Because I didn't understand that like an MMO requires min-maxed characters to be effective at fucking all. I could have upgraded all that stuff too. I didn't even think about it. Okay, equip the fucking shield. Where's my new shield? I thought I grabbed the new. Where's my shield? Did I leave it on jagged like a dummy? I think I left it on jagged like a dipshit. Oh no, I didn't. There it is. Thank God. I'm not that stupid. Okay, and then I'm probably just gonna sell. No, you know, when am I ever in my life gonna make another cleric? I really just don't think I'm ever gonna make another cleric that low. And that shield's trash anyway. Although having a level 20 green shield is like really good, like regardless. So I don't know. I could just try to sell it, because even if someone has the Hobbit, it doesn't matter. Like you just hob that and make it fine. It literally doesn't matter. And that's actually why I don't. RuneScape used to be a very popular game. Brother, do you even know what you're saying? RuneScape is a very popular game. Do you know how many people fucking play RuneScape still? A lot. Enough for them to have old and new RuneScape, so. RuneScape is a very popular. I don't even play RuneScape anymore, and I know RuneScape is a very popular game, period. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to sell that shield. It's hard for me to do that, because like a level 20 shield is like it's pretty hard to get gear that low, honestly, because you're leveling so fast. You really don't have time to sit there and just grind enemies, because you're just leveling the fuck up the whole time. Well, especially in this game, yeah. I was saying earlier, like cleric is kind of the most survivable class in this game, really, because especially if you're reasonably geared, of course, because of their heals. They have so many heals, and you can just pop them one after another. As long as you go into something and don't die within 2 or 3 hits, then you can out heal it, most likely. I mean, your main heal can have a almost, what is that, a 3.8 second cooldown. Oh no, a 2.8 second cooldown, isn't that? Yeah. That's not even 3 seconds. You can pop a fucking heal on yourself. That heals, by the way, what is that? 1900 HP. So I mean, you're good, bro. That's your whole health when you don't have a buff. So, as a cleric, like honestly, it's the most. They just don't have any AOE. Like, well, so they do. They get one AOE like later on in the levels or whatever. I don't think it's even. No, it's none of these. Yeah, you don't get it till like fucking way later, and it's kind of shit anyway. But the it's so you don't even need it. It's all about you got bad smack damage. Your offense is like pretty through the roof right now. Especially if you use the hammer. Just use the hammer. It doesn't matter. Fuck the mace. Unless below 100, don't use a mace. I mean, unless you seriously have a mace that's somehow better than whatever hammer you've got on your hand, which is not likely. Just use a hammer, because you fucking smack the shit out of something. Who cares about the cleric? Like, who cares about mace-specific skills below 100? Who cares? Like, I've never heard anyone tell me, like, fucking, oh, because this specific cleric skill, you should use a mace below 100. You know, no, just better damage. Heals, that's all that matters. Your actual buffs and shit don't matter till you've classed as an HK. So it doesn't matter. Just go fucking damage and heals. That's all that matters, man, at this point. And defense, of course. Yeah, and can use the shield. So that's another big kind of defense buff too. I mean, as long as you're using one hand, well, which is always every weapon for a cleric, thankfully, is a one-handed weapon. So you always have the extra defense kind of padded with your shield. So as long as you can get the hit on the thing. Wait, where was it going? Am I even supposed to be here? Oh, I got Navars, so I can beat up some Navar hunters and get their hair. So I can try to do that because there was nobody there earlier, so I might as well go do that, I guess. I mean, especially if you're geared. Like, if you have the gear for it, dude, you could just take, you like, cleric kind of becomes a bit of a healing tank. You can just fucking take shit because, I mean, gear, if you, pretty much everywhere across the board is like, if you're geared for your level and have your level's gear and it's all like fucking enhanced, it doesn't matter what class you're playing, it's gonna be fucking, your defense is gonna be good enough to handle it. So you could just cut you anything really could become technically, if anything is perfectly geared, it could become a tank in your level. And just, but doubly so because with the cleric, because you have your heals, so you just sit there and keep popping little heals, and you've got like regeneration too. Like regeneration, that's another great thing. You just sit there and fucking with your little regeneration. If you have, say, if you like for whatever reason you're doing decent on evasion and things aren't hitting you very much, then you can almost out regenerate your damage anyway. You don't even need to heal. You just use your minimum SP regeneration and then just fucking sit there and do that. I mean, that's like, brother, you're good. Cleric. Again, it sucks having to, well, actually, you know, watch this. I'll show a demonstration. So my gear kind of sucks right now, but we're still going to pull this room, or most of it at least. I killed a few things, but it'll probably be just enough to keep me from dying from this. This is still a bad idea, but I just want to prove that it can be done. Here we go. Bring it on, boys. So I always start with the regeneration. Make sure you have that popped. And then just start tabbing and 1, 2, 3 through everything. Oh, you probably don't want to do this with the green keys or something like that that has a stun. Because if you get auto stunned, you're going to get, especially when you're surrounded, like, specifically by something like green keys whose attack has an automatic chance to stun you, you'll probably get caught in a fucking stun lock and then just die. You won't have a choice because you'll be the stun will keep like they'll keep adding time to the stun over and over again, so you'll literally be stun locked in the most literal sense. So, but yeah, man, cleric did you get on your fucking stupid, no matter what. I mean, just get a +1 or get a +2. It's a +2, and it out heals your mushroom house. So get a +2 at the very minimum. Run around a little bit, wait for things to come back, and then just keep fucking going. We're good. Ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Yeah, see? And you got that good crit too. Man. When you can land them double crits. And if you wonder, like, oh, that's another thing, anybody who doesn't completely know about this, Fiesta Online features it's like a dual attack system. I don't remember what it's called specifically, but make sure you're always auto attacking, because you can auto attack and do skills at the same time. So like you'll always be doing damage with your auto attack, and you can double it up. That's why you see that stuff, because you're attacking and auto attacking, or auto attacking and using skills at the same time. I mean, I know a lot of MMOs are sort of like that, but it's one of the mechanics that you gotta make sure you're doing, so you're doing like optimal damage and shit like that. That's why always every single character I have has auto attack as the first skill. If you went as far as to bound camera, I don't know if you can, but if you bind camera to keyboard, this is another game that could just be played entirely with a keyboard. You don't even need a mouse for this shit. Especially with your grind, you just walk around, hit tab, and then just key roll the whole time. It's too bad this game doesn't have macros. I mean, I'm not really much of a macro user anyway, but I bet a lot of people would get a lot of use out of those. Just need one more of these dudes' ponytails. I need to chop up his ponytail. That's it. It's a low drop rate, so you know how, who knows how long it'll take, but this is the last thing I need for this quest specifically, so might as well sit here and just bash them. Oh, hello! Fair Winds over there on the Twitches. How's it going? Boom. We're just over here beating up Navars, man. Oh, and back on. Just wait. Let my SB come back. Try to minimize my consumption of pots and stones. And this... Oh, I still gotta... Okay. Almost done. Decreased defense. Oh, that's an interesting specific buff. My defense is specifically decreased as well, and I'm still kind of handling it, you know? So yeah, man. The clerics. Perfectly survivable. Perfectly viable class. It just takes a little longer to do the grinding. But I kind of like, honestly, like I don't pull this whole room, even though I could do that. Because then you're constantly, like, you constantly have something to do. You're constantly moving from one enemy to another. You can just keep a chain going, you know what I mean? Whereas when you pull the whole room, you get a nice kind of moment of action while you're killing everything, but then you just gotta wait for everything to come back. And then you're gonna be smacking things one at a time as a cleric too. So everything's gonna spawn back one at a time too. Rooms like this are kind of nice because you might be able to get an equilibrium going where you go over here and attack these Navars, for example. And if you can get it in the right timing of everything, you might be able to get one to die, then get one to spawn back, then get one to die, and spawn back, and you know, and where it's this perfect where you don't they run up to you because you're pretty much in their sight area. So anytime you can get that going is the best, because then you're cranking out kills as fast as you possibly can. It's like DPS kills as opposed to a burst kill. You know what I mean? When you pull the whole room and you nuke the whole room at once, that's like a what's it called? That's like a tank kill. You know what I mean? You're just taking out the whole room at once, as opposed to when you're doing like DPS kills. It's like 1-1-1, then people come back and you're just over and over in like a perfect pattern or something. I think I'm done here. I picked his hair up, didn't I? Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. No more stupid prison quests. No more stupid prison quests. Fuck out of here. I hate being in this place. Always hated this place. Because back in the day, this is the area where you get stuck at. You'll come in here and try to get through here, then everything hurts. There's a lot of magic damage enemies and stuff, and then you go touch the spiders, and there's a ton of them, and they want like 40 webs, and they don't drop on every kill, and you just want to tear your hair out because they're killing you super bad. And yeah, collapsed prison. It's like, for me, this is where the game always starts to degrade. Let's see here. So we'll probably do... I would like to not. I need to look and see when that ends, actually. That's what I need to do. Oh. When did that start? Oh, so nobody's doing it. Okay, good to know. Jeez. Alrighty. Yeah, everybody in this area is currently in the arena. Of course, trying to get them orange weapons. What the hell am I gonna do for another level? King Kong, King Cole. Oh, this is a King Kong. Oh, that's available. Oh, dang. Okay, good. I was about to start freaking out. I was like, man, I got no quests. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go beat up some heart trumpies from the looks of it. Because I got like 3 heart trumpy quests, so I guess that's what we're gonna be doing. Didn't I put a heart trumpy thing on this weapon? I sure did. Heart trumpy killer Hummer. Anybody want a Hummer? Pickle Buffer, give you one. It's what it says. Look. I mean, you can't. I guess you can't right now, but look. No, look.
I know.
Heart trumpy killer Hummer. I can believe it. I sure can. That's Fiesta Online. Fiesta Online. I don't know why I got the Mario theme song or whatever, but that's Fiesta Online's new theme song. Do something about it, Nintendo. God, they'd fucking bury Gamigo. Imagine Nintendo just owns Fiesta Online. they fucking do that, then they get sued. And then Nintendo owns Fiesta Online. They'd probably fix it. They'd probably fix it, honestly. If Nintendo, they'd probably shut it down and remaster it and make a new one. Make it brand new and it'd actually be fixed. That's what I gotta say when I gotta do a thing. You gotta walk a puppy. Ancient Open Woods. Ooh. Okay, here we go. The music doesn't really match the Ancient Elven Woods, but that's fine. It will once I start killing things. I want to see Fiesta Online lore still. Every time I come to the Forest of Slumber area, I just wonder about who made these fucking trees. Who cut these trees up like this? Like the big weird people trees. What's up with the people tree? Who did that and why? Let's see, is anyone over here? Looks clear. Oh, maybe not so clear. That's fine, I'll stay in my little corner. Uh-oh, it's the big guys. Get the thing and get the regeneration. And then get the bashing. Bashy. Desperate bashes. I was kind of thinking I don't want anything to... I was like, maybe I don't want to save this quest. I don't think I care that much. Oh, I already have... Oh damn, I gotta just kill lizards now too, huh? So let's go find some lizards. I just need 19. Then I'll just turn it in and be done with it. Because I got other characters that use, like, drop requests. When you have only one account, it doesn't really matter if you have, like, every character. Like, you only need one character to do one drop, you know what I mean? You can't log multiple characters from one account at the same time. So me having multiple characters with fucking droppers just doesn't matter. So, it just doesn't. It's only just kind of something you could just have that option of using any character at that point, but like I don't know. I don't know if Nerevar has this quest or not, but if he does, then why do I need a second healer to do this? Nine more. Oh, I should probably... Let's do this. Heal like a smart person would. Or not heal, but get some SP back. For free. Still wasn't enough to deal with all these jerks. There we go. Jerk. Jerk. You big jerk. You big queen jerk. Queen of jerks. Oh, here we go. Lizard. Bring it on. Okay. I was gonna say there's a bunch of people down there still in there. Yep. Still down there. Huh. Just hanging out. Oh, there we go. Oh, it still goes on, apparently. That must be a Till 71 quest, which means let's move on. So we were going to do heart trumpies. I remember that now. Let's do that. That should get me over, and then I can still save the quest. Even though it doesn't matter. I just didn't want to have... I'm fine with having, like... There, at least I got this shit out. That makes me happy. Not holding on to the pure... I know I could just throw them away, but I picked them up. You know what I mean? I already did the effort to make the kills. I don't want to have to fucking undo that effort. Oh, it's too bad I already got rid of them Elf Knight souls. I like how their armband, the image for their armband is a fucking, it's a feather. Like what kind of an armband is that? You guys didn't have like an actual armband picture? You just had a PNG of a feather and like, yeah, I used that one. That kind of looks like an armband, I guess. I guess if you're drunk and blind, that kind of looks like an armband. Close enough. Whoa. Boom, boom. Picking up all this. I got all this. Will be good. Okay. And hopefully it'll get me to like what I need as far as the spirit dusts and all that stuff. Oh, great. Where's that? Didn't we hate that last time we went there?
I don't know.
Wasn't it the one with the loud people in it? Remember?
That was the hangar.
Oh, that was the hangar.
Yeah, I refuse to go there anymore.
Okay. Well, why don't we just go to the goat then?
I mean, we can.
I mean, if I was gonna say if you want a good burger, they have good burgers. But if you want to go to Latitude 42, that's fine. But if you just want a burger, we can go to the goat. You know what I mean? It's up to you though. Just to suggest throwing that out there, because I don't know if you'd thought of that. Oh God, please heal yourself, you fuck. I don't know if you saw her just decide to not heal herself, like just refuse. It's kind of annoying for a second. I was like, brother, I almost died because of that. Sometimes their characters like will not do. I think it's like a caught like a mid-action kind of thing. Some kind of weird like the enemy's action is still taking place, so yours can't happen yet, or something like that. And it's like, it's the end of it. I almost fucking die. Also, that's probably why the 65 bracelet is a bracelet that slightly lowers, that is lower defense but higher magic defense, because there's a lot of things in this level that gives you, that attacks you with magic. Or like in this whole next 10 levels from like 65 onward up to like, well, I'd say 15 up to like you're going to still burning rock and stuff, but this whole area is like a lot of magic dudes. I still think these guys have like heart trumpings. They definitely have like an unbalanced offense. What is it? Yeah, unbalanced offense. I guess that makes up for how squishy they are, but like a true mage, they're just glass cannons. Oh my god, I still gotta kill another, what is that? 32 of these things, Jesus. It wouldn't be any better if I had any help, but it would be better if I was Robin the Hood. That's for sure. So then I could just use my fucking arrow. Shoot it from a distance. You ain't gotta walk nothing to shoot nothing when you're Robin the Hood. You just fucking fire at it from a mile away. Actually, I should probably heal. Probably be a good idea, huh? Oh, 4 minutes. Come on. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Just letting myself heal. And my SP regenerate, specifically. There we go. Now let's take out the Trumpy. Trumpy first, because they're the most deadly. That shield. I want to say it almost doesn't really look like the picture, but I guess it kind of does. The picture makes it look squished, more circular. The shield itself is quite tall. It's more like a fucking tower shield than, or a kite shield than the kind of shield that you see in the picture. It just, I don't know why that just like caught me. I was like, wait a minute. Is that even the fuck? That barely looks like the picture. Like it does, sort of. But anyway, I don't know. Oh, there's no ball. I was about to rip the ball, but there is none packed. Sorry. Whoopsie. gotta keep going up and down and killing these fucking Trumpies. Almost there. 43 of 50, 43 of 60. 2 different kill quests. And then just the whatever things I gotta pick up from them. Almost there. Well, I still need, what is that, 7 blades? Damn. Well, another, what is it, 12 kills, so we'll see if that pans out. Chase me. There we go. God damn, man, the outside is just like all I hear sirens and fucking loud cars. And, man, summer's in full swing here. Already. First nice day and everybody's already at it. Oh wait, you know what, it'd help even more if I use my buffs. Like a smart person would. Yeah, look at that. That was like nearly 100 points less. Uh, 24, 25 blades. I think I got all the kills I need though. Yep, all the scabbards, all the blade, or no, all the scabbards, all the kills, just need a blade. There it is. Okay. So now I need the high quality gem dust. Soul dust. Hey, I just leveled up through killing. Holy shit. Would you look at that? So, of our Merc license. Adrian's story. Trumpy remains. Woo! I can actually go to Trophy Remains? I thought it was 75. Old Lion Doll again. And then Blue Clover Trumpies. Still trying to get these gem dust though, but it doesn't look like they're gonna drop fast enough. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving. That's not dropping with enough quickness. I do need 45 giant pixies though, so I'll go do that. And I guess, well, maybe I should go do the Trumpies first, shouldn't I? That'd be the smart thing. If I was a smart person, I'd do that first. If I was a smart person, I would have done that way earlier. But buff only lasts for an hour anyway, so who cares? Actually, maybe I should get the drop rate buff this time. I think that's what I'll do. I'll ask him for the drop rate. And use a fucking... Oh. My brain is working. I'm gonna ask him for a drop rate buff and use a hunter warrant. In a second, not now. Oh, shit. Always something. Yeah, of course it's the highway, that makes sense. Some fucking accident, probably. Yeah. Well, he wants the world to hear what he's got to say. Ooh, I got a fucking sword. Nice. Give that to the only person who's actually gonna have gear through the entirety of his leveling journey, which will be the guy that's supposed to sell shit. That's it. Yeah, I wouldn't talk to that guy. He's gonna rant and rave about a bunch of shit going on in his life. Buddy. I'm trying to go play a video game. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Increase item drop rate. There we go. Now we have... Let's see. Where is it? Eris Hawkeye. Hey! Item drop rate by 10%, so an extra 60%. I would ask that guy, I'd be like, hey, do you know how to talk with an outside voice? Because, like, all he's doing is screaming and shouting right now, you know what I mean? Like a normal outside voice would be fine. Well, that's the thing. Like, you don't need to be shouting. You can speak loud because we're outside, but... I wouldn't be able to talk to that guy for more than a couple seconds. Ooh. Oh, that was yes, that was what I needed. Okay, maybe we'll get more along our journey here. I bet he thought that was gonna be it for me. Little did he know I was watching. Oh yeah, you better show up for fucking tomorrow morning for the game that's supposed to be that was supposed to be otherwise Fallout New Vegas, but will have to be something else. For while I let the Gamer's Choice poll cook because I don't have much of a choice, so that poll's gonna stay up for another maybe couple days or so. But in the meantime, I kind of thought of something fun to play, so I'm gonna go back in time. But how far back and what will we play? You'll have to fucking tune in tomorrow morning to find out. Well, then I mean, I could tell you, I guess, but then you won't be surprised tomorrow.
But I'll be at work tomorrow.
Then you won't be able to put it on and let all the children listen to me cuss and scream.
Yes, if it happened.
I don't know what to do. Hey, maybe.
Put a headphone in. And then
I know. I'm totally joking. If I were you, I'd lock them little bastards in a room with me. I want me on a TV screen. Just.
give them screen time.
Yeah, you can't put my channel on and let them watch it either. It's a joke, honey.
No, you're not child friendly.
I'm kid friendly enough. I'm kid friendly. I'm safer. Let me put it like this: your kids are safer around me than they are around Jeffrey Epstein. Let me put it like that. So I'm more kid friendly than Jeffrey Epstein. That you could definitely put that in the books. Could be better. Could be worse. could be a lot worse. I'm not Mr. Rogers, but I'm also not that guy. That's right, yeah, chat, what? Yeah, it's what I said. You could, you know what? At least I'm not that guy. I said what I said, yeah. I'm not that guy. I'm not Mr. Rogers, but hey, you can trust me around your kids more than that guy. That's for sure. Hell, you'd probably like, I don't know, a lot of people, like fucking pretty much anybody that runs the country right now, for example, I would probably be better to be around your kids. Oh, you know what would be wholesome? An afternoon with Bernie Sanders. Now that would be wholesome. That sounds... No, it does not. It only sounds sus if your brain is in a sus place. Is your brain in a sus place, Serenia? Oh god. Oh god. Get away. Get away. Get away from me. I'm trying to run away from them, because they're gonna keep chasing me. Yes, turn around, go. It just stood there. Menacingly. Hey, I was gonna say, you could probably, you know who else you could trust me better than? Probably Jake Paul or something like that. Oh my god, I still 6 of these. Star Wars. Hello, N5. Oh no, it doesn't. There's no. For the love of God, it does not say Star Wars, does it? Hello, Goran, also. For the love of God, it does not say fucking Star Wars, does it? Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh no, there were just no Star Wars today.
Oh yeah, there was no Star Wars today, straight up, because of the. So Sundays I don't have like a middle stream because I gotta like go get groceries and shit at some point with my time, and so I can have food to eat. But yeah, and that's the time that I do it. I just cut out the middle stream basically. Okay, only 4 more. I'm in a deadly place doing deadly things. I'm gonna try to take the boss on, but I don't know with these guys doing this much damage right now. I don't think that's a very good idea. But we'll see. Oh, this is a bad idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, things just went downhill. It's like the moment they both looked at me at the same time. Those Trumpies, I did not expect that. That's when everything changed. Oh, and they're coming back. You don't know I'm here? You don't know my thanks? Yeah, see, there it is. It's supposed to fix your shit, and I don't know why she decided to run them down when I'm hitting the damn heal button. I'm so pissed now. We're getting through this. God damn it, I'm just losing XP left and right. Fucking beat him up. Oh my god, it's literally impossible. Let's see. I should probably... There we go. Oh, one turned around. Works for me. There. So it's just the fucking damage, man. The magic damage. I was actually just thinking... I literally was just like, I'll go out and kill these guys and then scroll up. That'd be helpful. And then I die 4 times. Only need 1 more of these guys, though. That'll be it. Let's see. Now they want 12 or 15. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, you know what? Ooh. I should have used that earlier. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll spend like a whole day tomorrow in here. Hello, Quartermaster, how's it going? Playing something that, well, if it crashes, at least I'll be able to restart it back up. Chilling in the Trumpy dungeon. Fantabulous. Chilling. How about you? Trying not to die. Failing partially, actually. Use my whole brain. All of it. Every part. Oh, look at that. I got a HP, SP, LP extendo. Extendo my pizzle. Please? There we go. Look at that. I got longer pizzle. A 40? Give me a 40 hammer with a 70 box? What kind of shit is that? Why would you give me a 40 hammer for a 70 box? Are you kidding me? Am I... No, it was a 60 box or what the fuck ever. Gave me a fucking 40 hammer on a 60 box. What kind of shit is that? No, I really don't want the wings on though. Can the wings be disappeared? Ah, that sucks. Ruins my outfit. That kind of ruins my outfit. I mean, they're kind of cool. They're cool wings or whatever, but like they don't go with the outfit. New parts for my blasting station and the smelter interior. Oh, nice. Attending for my new sword handle. Can't complain. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that was like, did my phone fucking freeze or something? No. Like, did my phone die? No, that is not dead. Everything is fine. Let's see. Let's see. My needs parts for my blasting station. The smelter's interior. Are you talking about new sword handle? You must be. I bet you're talking about real life, aren't you? Are you like a freaking? You a freaking blacksmith? IRL? Or are you talking about a video game? Okay. Well, okay. Oh, real life. Nice. Oh, that's fucking cool. Heck yeah, man. Blacksmiths are cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Fucking expensive hobby, though, I imagine. At least expensive to get into. Once you got everything, it's probably just a matter of acquiring, you know, some pretty cheap metal, or, well, metal ingots and stuff. Not cheap metal itself, but... That's how I have over 150 weapons in my house. Oh, nice. They're just gonna arm a small army. Or you could be like Doc Ock and have like lots of arms though. Not Oct 8 arms though. No, not 8. Just have like 150 arms. Right, yeah. There's probably a lot of like, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of like stuff that people are just trying to get rid of, or stuff that's just old and like, but still perfectly usable, and etc. So, yeah, that's fucking cool though. Hell of a hobby. I remember having hobbies. It was just video games, really. It was mostly going to work, and then I'd come home and kind of relax because I didn't have much else time to do with my life. But I had a single gun. I'm sure anyone breaking the road would get shot after I'm done. Yeah, probably. You could just have like just a big plank, a log, just like a big log strapped to the ceiling, you know, and a chain, like a Home Alone type shit. People come in and just have it full of swords. That's my sword log. Oh no, it's kind of like an old baseball bat with the nails in it, except all the nails are tiny swords. I think they call that a mace, basically, but still. It'd be much funnier the way that I said it. Oh, hey, I'm poisoned. That's something I can deal with as a cleric. It always makes me happy when I finally actually get hurt with some kind of debuff that I can actually dispel. Oh boy. Like, let's keep the heels rolling. Yeah, that sounds like, honestly, it sounds like you're prepared. It almost sounds like, you know, over prepared. I was gonna say, it almost sounds like over prepared. Chain 4-pound morning store by my front door. By the hanger. I mean, I don't know, but like 15-foot micro wire steel thread whip. That's, I mean, fair, but I don't. Yeah, it's I mean, each their own. I got a snub nose. I'm going with the snub nose. No offense. and my hollow point rounds though. By the way, gotta have those. Because if I put a hole in you, I want to be able to see through it. Oh my, yeah. I mean, fair enough. I definitely, and I believe as a fellow Michigander, I understand it. So, these places be crazy around here, and then everything that's not a town is basically redneck. It's like Little Alabama. If you either live in the city in a hood or Little Alabama, Michigan, or you live in like one of the small towns that all look like every other small town in Michigan. They all look the fucking same, with the same main street and the same shitty back like streets areas. Yeah, Michigan. Boom. I've described all of Michigan except for the Upper Peninsula. That's a whole different. That's like going to a different state. Going to the Upper Peninsula is like going to a different state. I don't even care. I don't care if it says Michigan. It's not even Michigan anymore. That's a whole different state up there. Beyond the bridge. Actually, once you get to the point where you can see the bridge, that's the city before the bridge. The Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo. Yes, there really is a blah. Yeah, that place. The shithole. Could be worse, though. I could live in, like, fucking Pawpaw or something. Or Cumstick. Could live in Cumstick. I've heard some not great things about Mount Pleasant either, so I could live there. Yep, southwest, about a mile away from the Indiana border. I think it's like it's like an hour 15 or something like that from us, from Indiana. And then a long damn drive north. I just need 3 more of these guys and I can move on. I think the next thing should be these dudes. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a ways away. It's kind of funny how, like, small Michigan seems, but, you know, even if you live in the same place, you could still live 6 fucking hours from somebody, potentially, that lives in the place with the same name as you. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm more familiar with, like, Hamilton and stuff that's closer. Honestly, I, like, rarely ever, honestly, I kind of, if it's not, there's some beautiful places in this state, but more or less, I hate everything in the middle of the state, you know what I mean? The edges of the state and the UP are pretty great, but the whole, like, middle section is kind of, like, it's, you know, take it or leave it, depends on where you go, but, kind of like everywhere, of course, but definitely my experience with Michigan is like most of the places you go, it's just like, if it's not in a city, it's just like the same looking back roads fucking everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my god. It's like the same 5 people settled all of Michigan. Currently in the middle of Flint. Okay, yeah, see, yep, there. More familiar with that area. The Dayton family and all that. Now there's a throwback. Oh yeah, 20 of these dudes, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's you see that's the thing is people these days they see guns and shit and they just kind of like, you know, some people are everybody has guns, but not everybody's carrying around a big knife or something like that. That makes you, and plus it's the personal aspect of it. A lot of people would be willing to pull the trigger, but you to stab someone, you gotta really, that's a connection with someone. You've made like a physical connection to end someone's life. Pulling a trigger is well, quote unquote easy, easier than, you know, being close enough to see the light leave someone's eyes. That's a little bit different. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely understand that. Yeah, see, but that's, you know, that's what I say the same thing too, but I get it. I got a bat and, you know, dumb things like a couple swords and stuff, and I used to have a bit of a knife fetish when I was younger. I loved knives and stuff like that, and so I got a bunch of crazy looking knives around, but it kind of reaches an equilibrium for me. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to hold all these knives at once. I could throw them one by one at them, but that seems ineffectual, and I don't want to damage my own stuff. So, at a certain point, I just go like, I got the knife that I'm gonna need. I got a big baseball bat, a big metal baseball bat, and like, I'm pretty good. And a snub nose right next to the pillow, within arm's reach of my bed. So then you can, you know, like, I'm good. I've got my bases covered, I feel like. Used to help my dad process deer cattle on his brother's ranch. So you're funny enough to be, you're on the ball and on the ball with me. Yeah, yep. I get it. That's like, especially when you deal with that kind of stuff too. Like you sort of become numb to it. It takes on a lot of a different, the context of it all becomes different when you're doing stuff like that. Are you telling me I cannot heal while I'm doing this? This is bad. Uh-oh. Good thing I've got plenty of tears. I literally can't heal while I'm like binded like that, because that's what I was seeing. Under there, knife arm, you automatically should be fine. Yeah, I mean, yep. I try to sort of go on the the hope at least that that we'll never have to deal with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yes, I mean, yeah, that's yep, that's what they say. Let's see. Oh, I think I have that one. Yep. More stars on the registered card. Destroy that. See, get out of here. Get out of here. Let's see. I was gonna say some of this other stuff. I don't even check it because I'm sure it's junk. Yep. Yep. Comparatively. Art Trumpy. Okay. Oh, that only got... Oh, man, all the heart trumpies I killed, only 6%. Wow. You would have to kill hundreds. I mean, not even that. Thousands to get this thing maxed out. Literally thousands of heart trumpies to get this fucking one of these maxed out. That is ridiculous, bro. Wow. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've been in trouble for some things over my life, but as far as the state is concerned, I should say, they can't see my record. Let's put it like that. My record is not public. Let's put it like that. And so I'm good with, like, I can own. Plus, I've never had any felonies personally. I've never had like an actual felony or anything like that. So that's that. Thankfully, like, I'm good on that front. And then I mean, people mostly don't fuck with me, honestly, because I'm pretty, like, my vibe is not, like, when you get around me and it gets like that, it's like, people don't want to fuck with me, that's just that, so I don't usually get fucked with. People have not messed with me, like, especially in person, my god, since I was in elementary school, people do not. I make it very clear what will happen. I make it clear that I really need to, that I have like 15 years that I would love to unleash on somebody, so they just don't, usually most people just don't even bother, which is great, you know, you don't want to go through life looking for conflict. It ain't never nothing good comes from that, so. I made some stupid decisions too, but thankfully nothing too awful. I always tried to ride a line, you know what I mean? Ever since I was young, it was like, I mean, I had a pretty strong, like, I don't want to lose everything mentality, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, we can do some bad shit and get in trouble for it, but if we're talking about my freedom in my life or whatever, or everything that I love, then, you know, no, I'm good. I think I'll just stay home tonight. I kind of think that's the thing too, like, man, like a lot of people do, you just, when you're young, you just kind of, that's kind of the time for making stupid decisions. You're young, you're dumb, you don't really know. You make those dumb decisions and then you learn. Yeah, see, it kind of goes to like what I was saying yesterday about how like our experiences, like we could never really like comprehend what people are like go through individually. Like some people, like some places you go, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. Some people will step to you or mess with you if you present. In some places that you go, if you present that you're a tough guy or you're the toughest guy in the room, that people want to fuck with you just because you're the toughest guy in the room, you know what I mean? So it kind of depends on where you're at and how the people around you, your situations, and time and place, of course, man. How many things in my life I've thought about, if I was just there an hour earlier or an hour later, everything would have been different. Every fucking thing would have been different. And it just, sometimes it's just that, you know what I mean? So. Well, see, that's what I think, is like the whole only God can judge me kind of thing, and like people, I think shame, I mean, shame is important, bro. People should feel shame. It's an important emotion. You feel that because you did something wrong. That's why people feel shame about things. The important thing is to not dig that home with people and dig and fucking hurt with it. It's to teach a lesson and then move on together, you know, not grind somebody into the ground with it. That's the difference. It's when we like make each other ashamed for our thing, and well, like in like hurt people over it, and like instead of using that like this is bad, you should feel bad, but we're gonna figure out how you can never have to feel this again. Like if you can't do that, then you're just hurting people, you know. Then that's why then it becomes bad. So it's about application, execution, you know. The like it can't just be about getting your point. You gotta be like, if you're shaming someone just to win, just to win over them and gain that point, then you've lost. The argument is lost, and you're using it, and it's like using it in anger. It's not using it to heal somebody. Yeah, it's the same thing with like what I was saying with your homies, man. The good friends tell you how stupid you are because they care about you and want you to be better, not because they want to hurt you. Anybody that, you know, and it depends on how they use those things. Some people just attack people and treat people like shit, and it's abusive, and it's just about a cycle of abuse. Me, I'm gonna tell you that you fucking fucked up and that wasn't cool, and maybe we should do this better this next time. And why? And because I don't want to see you do that or end up like this or whatever, or in this situation or what the fuck ever, you know. Man, I'm not gonna murder anyone. Oh yeah, see, still calls on me when her boy gets bullied. Yeah, see, I mean that's, I remember those. I mean, I got into a fight one time. Like one of my only fights when I was in high school happened because, so there was this kid that I grew up with, and he was like this, like a small kid or whatever. He's like a quote unquote a pacifist, and he wouldn't fight anybody, but like. This kid that he knew and the cousin of this kid that he knew like jumped him one day over like fucking a pack of cigarettes or something stupid. Like he owed him a pack of cigarettes or something, and they beat him up because he didn't give him the cigarettes soon enough or something like that. And what really kind of got me was they beat like the kid. First off, the kid is small. One of them could have taken him handily, and for the two of them to do that to him, and he wouldn't have fought back anyway, and the two of them to do that. But then the kid, one of the kids, was wearing, he had like a class ring. He had like a fucking class, well, and it was like this, we were young, we were like teens. He had like his brother's class ring or something, or his dad's old class ring or something on. He cracks the gem on the ring, beating the kid up. And so I confront the two guys and just tell them, like, just like, I don't know, I found them at lunch or something like later that day. I just told them they were pussies in front of everyone for that, because that was messed up. And like, dude, it's this guy, you know this, like, literally you both could, like, one of you at a time could have taken him, you know what I mean? And so, you know, this kid, he was like he was like a white kid, like a, you know, one of those kids who's trying to be tough or whatever, who tries to be gangster and all that. And so he tried to get all tough with me and stuff like that. But me and him were actually friends. Like, we were chill and stuff. I knew the guy. And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to fight you right now. I'm trying to tell you that you're a bitch for that. And you want to, and, you know, he's trying to get all tough because we were in lunch or whatever. And he's, you know, he's trying to cause a scene and just be a tough guy and all that in front of everybody. He wasn't trying to, like, understand that I was telling him, like, as his fucking homie or whatever, like, that makes you look like a bitch. You should not be doing that shit. Don't ever do that again, because I certainly can't be friends with you if you're doing that stuff to people. Well, yeah, so he like him and a couple other, or like 2 or 3 other dudes try to catch me across the street one day. We went across the street in the morning to fucking have a cigarette or whatever, and he tried to catch me across the street. And that didn't go too well for him. He surrounded me or whatever, and I wasn't trying to fight him, and I was like, whatever, bro. But he swung at me. That was... Like a ninja, like it was legend, I threw up my block, and then threw my backpack down, and proceeded to wail on him. And as dumb as not true as that sounds, that's exactly what happened. I just, like, he threw a punch, I blocked it, I threw my backpack down on the ground, and then I just beamed him once in the forehead. And he was like, oh no, I'm good, bro. He's like, no, I'm good, bro. And then I'll never forget that shit for my whole life. Because for the whole next week, the dude went around in school with a goose egg. He had a goose egg on his forehead. Right on his forehead. Big fucking knot right on his forehead. And that's why I didn't want to fight, because he tried to hit me, and he didn't get the hit in. And I didn't even try to hit him. I had my backpack on and everything. I just swung a punch in defense, basically, at him. I wasn't even fighting the guy, you know what I mean? And... yeah, and so he swung at me, and blah, and all that happened, and then I fucking damn near knocked him out in one punch, and he had to go back with his homies. Him and his homies surrounded me, and then he walked back. He had to go back to school with his homies surrounding him, making fun of him. Damn, white boy got hands, and I was like, yeah, but who's next? I was lit up at that point. I was ready to fight all of them at once. I was lit up like a fucking candle at that point, but... And so yeah, just, brother, I mean, I don't know, man. Some people will step to you, they don't really understand, and that was the only, well, long story long, that was the only time I ever got into a fight in high school, because people knew what the fuck I was about after that. It was not gonna end well for them if they stepped to me. Cause I don't even care. I'll lose. I don't even care. That's the thing about me. I don't care. It doesn't matter about win or lose. Like, I'm gonna try. Only had 4 school fights, and all 4 never really struck with hand for too long. The amount of times I used toilet fights and lost count. See, I never really, you know, actually when I was very young, like I was like a kid, I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid and stuff, and that's where all this comes from. Actually, I was actually bullied a lot when I was little, very little, like barely even remember the shit. So young, elementary school type shit, just bullied constantly. And I was told, I don't remember doing this, but my mom told me a story about how I shoved a pencil through a kid's hand in a bathroom. He cornered me in the bathroom, right, and was just fucking with me, and I had a pencil in my pocket, so I pulled it out, because he was slapping me and fucking with me or whatever, so I pulled it out, and he raised his damn hand, and I shoved that motherfucker right through his hand. And then, of course, I get in all the trouble for that one, you know how it is, so... Yeah, and all this goes back to that kind of shit back in the day, you know, growing up with those kids. So by the time I was like an adult and had like full control of myself and my faculties and whatnot, brother, ain't nobody was bullying me anymore. That was done. Yeah, you want to fucking bully me? Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it when people fucked with me because I'm a bullier. I like to bully the bullies, you know what I mean? I get really incensed when people think they're these like tough guys that like want to be all tough and shit. Cause like, brother, you have no idea how tough out there, you know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. People are crazy. I watched this video, I don't know, some dumb Facebook video. I watched this fucking, one of the millions of videos we've all watched. It was just some guy who's standing at like a McDonald's or something, and these kids, just kids, must have been some like a inner city McDonald's or something, and they're like, he's just like standing at the counter doing whatever, and they just like are wailing on this guy, and he's just standing there like Chad standing there literally just eating these fucking punches, and they stop, and he kind of like turns around and looks at him, and then he goes in his bag and pulls out a fucking hatchet. And all those kids start like just shitting their pants on the spot. They just start, hands up like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and he goes to work on that McDonald's. He starts like cutting tables apart and shit, shattering stuff, and all these kids are just like scared, like fucking just hands up, just like, the face, brother. And it was, it was funny as hell. I never got I've never had that many people pissed off at me at one time, but it's usually, I'm usually around like the groups of people that I always see. It's usually like 4 people. It's like, group of a dude and his homies, it's not the whole clique is fucking there or something like that. Well, first off, I don't want to ever be caught in a place where there's a whole clique of someone against me. That's a bad, I think that sounds like poor strategic planning, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to the neighborhood, I'm gonna stand outside the neighborhood and rattle my chains until someone comes out, you know what I mean? Then it's like one by one at that point. But anyway, price of living in Flint, true that. True that. Well, see, it's like, it's kind of like Kalamazoo, though, because we got sides, north side, south side, east side. Places can be pretty rough, but I just don't go there. Hello, Goran. Yes, this is over us on YouTube. Me just chilling. More or less the same thing. I need to figure out chat integrations one day, so I can display it all right on the screen, so everybody can see it. Welcome to the YouTube chat. Yes, indeed. That is my honey that I always talk to. That's why people tell my first fight lesson. Learn to breathe through. Yes, then get a good run. Yeah. See, well, oh yeah, 100%. I mean, retreat. What is it? Live to fight another day is how they say. There's nothing cowardly about that. Especially if the plan genuinely is to come back later and keep fighting. That seems like if anything, that is the opposite of what a coward would do. A coward would lie under the dead bodies and pretend to be dead already. You see what I mean? Strong man, live to fight another day. And now carry the intelligence and experience from that battle forward with them, which makes them even deadlier opponents. Yeah, the only downside of the YouTube is that there's like, for whatever reason, there's a longer delay on YouTube, even though the settings are exactly the same, and my fucking thing literally automatically streams to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and as far as I can tell, all the settings everywhere have been set to the proper things, and but other than that, that's really the only difference between YouTube and Twitch. Oh, and YouTube, you know, you get the whole playlist. I've got all my playlists on YouTube, so it's like, instead of dealing with Twitch's kind of shitty thing where it deletes content more than 7 days old, you can have everything that I've ever done goes all the way back, and I've only ever deleted some handfuls of maybe a handful or two of videos from this channel in total over all the hundreds of videos that I've done, so it's all there and playlisted. And there's some things like one-off videos don't get made into playlists, so if you kind of scroll through the live section long enough, or another one of the video section or something, you might find a video that isn't in an actual playlist. So there's some hidden gems in there for folks willing to search. I'll try. Yeah, see, that's the true beard. We gotta get ingots out of the furnace. Oh, nice. Yes, absolutely. And yes, to your point about the if I'm fighting on my terms, not theirs. That's, you know, you always do want to do that. I mean, of course, but it's unfortunately easier said than done. But you sometimes see, that's where you want to do things. That's the crazy factor. If you can't beat him outright, or if you think you might lose, or something like that, act like a crazy person. What do you do though? What is it? What is the fucking D&D move? I can't. Fear. You just hit them with fear and they run away. It's like an old RPG move. Then they're stuck in like a fear thing for a whole. It's basically what you do to them. You just terrify them. Oh yeah, you use the move terrify or whatever. An enemy flees in fear for 5 seconds or something. That gives you time to react. Use my PC if needed to run in the background. What do you mean? To run in the background. Almost done with these guys. 7 more. 6 more. Oh shit. I'm so close. It's a good soul dust area too. And thankfully, you know, the drop rate thing is gone, so today's probably a pretty good chance of going to fight the boss and have them actually not be there. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, it like straight up will not let you heal while you're, there we go. As soon as the thing goes away, whatever that rap is, I gotta see the name of that debuff so I can call it the actual name of it. I can imagine. What do you need that, whatever it's called, mechanics friend or whatever, the lava scrubber? It's like got like the pumice stones or what the fuck ever in it. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, I remember I used to wrench on cars, so my hands would be, I remember each reaching equilibrium once where like you scrub and can scrub as much as you want, but the black isn't coming out. There's just still blackness in your hands no matter what. Oh no, you're good. I knew what you meant. Hey, if you're spelling suitor, you're almost right. I really only use palm greaser. Yeah, nice. I remembered, like, I remember just cleaning my hands with brake cleaner, as bad as that is for your skin. I used to, you'd have to, yeah, they do it sometimes. Sometimes all there is to lather them hands up with a bit of brake cleaner. I'm just waiting for these dudes to spawn. There we go. Need 2 more, that's it. And then we can go fight some bosses, I think. I think I'll get an actual mission for the boss after this, so I'll go do that. Then run around each one and see if I can even get. I might die. It might not be, this might not work at all. So, we'll see. And I don't want to pop a 4-hour. I'd pop a 4-hour scroll, but those ones are the types of scrolls that don't stay when you log off. So, I don't like to pop anything good like that and then log off and waste my time. Need to polish the sword tonight. That's funny. Just sounds like something else, and I was just made me laugh. Hell yeah, you do, brother. Give her a good one. Really need to polish the sword tonight. Hell yeah. It reminds me of that scene from, I was just playing San Andreas not long ago. It reminds me of that. And take a pommel out for a date? Man, stop that shit. Hit Carl and Sweet in the car together. Alright, yeah, those 2 will go away. I'll fight these 2. Oh, I hate this thing. What is this called? Immobilized. Okay, well, I hate being immobilized. Well, I'm surprised, you know, you don't, if, as a hobby, I'm surprised you don't make that hobby into a full-time, like, doing that, because that's, you know, there's good money in sword making these days, especially with things like Game of Thrones on the rise and whatnot. People pay a lot of money for them replica swords, brother. And they'd be willing to pay good money for one that's like if you made it and it was battle ready, not these shitty swords that you find in your local Asian store that are just flat pieces of metal with a shitty plastic hilt. You know what I mean? If you make like battle ready swords, like people pay good money for that shit. So really bad at marketing. Oh, brother, it's just social. It's all just social media. You just gotta create. To these days, the beautiful thing about it is you just create a free account across every social media platform you can, and then just post pictures of the things you're doing. That's it. And just maybe a couple pictures a day on each one. I've been trying, but getting no takers. Yeah, it does. It's how do I explain it? When it's one of those markets where when people find a buyer or they find the people that they're going through, it's hard to change it around. But it's sort of like this YouTube thing I'm doing. I mean, you're gonna spend a lot of time at first, like not really having people watching you. If you go back through a lot of my shit, it's just, especially at the beginning, it's me just talking to myself. But you talk to yourself because then when people join, It's not just some stream of a guy sitting here doing nothing but playing a game, you know what I mean? I've had some people actually join my streams and they're like, who are you talking to? And it's like, what do you mean? Do you not know anything about streaming? Are you gonna watch this if I'm just sitting here talking to my, well, to not talking at all? I need to be, you know, it's gotta be at least entertaining. You know, I'm already behind the curve because it's just, I mean, you're basically just looking at the game. I don't have anything fancy going on. I don't have any of the interactions. I don't have any Twitch drops beyond whatever is automatically linked up. I don't have anything fancy. It's just you're just watching a guy play a game right now. The only thing I have is talking. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of it is just you'll be kind of fighting up that uphill fucking battle for a long time. Just but then it's, I mean, one day it's before you know it, you'll get one person who's like really into your shit and who helps put you on pretty good, and before you know it, you'll have a few people, and then it'll feel like you're actually doing something. So, I've been getting attached. You know what? That's fair too. I definitely understand that. You know, I've actually said, I've always said, I'm glad that I can't draw very good, because if it would upset me very much to say I made an anime, say I made a TV show of some kind of a cartoon, something cool, some kind of created new, say I made the next Demon Hunters or something like that. I would be very upset the moment people start looting my creations. I'd be very upset. So, oh, okay, no problem. It looks like I'm actually gonna get through Harpy, so I'm a little surprised. I didn't think I'd be able to, but as long as she doesn't fear me and send me into these enemies over here, I should be able to get through this. So let's hope. Hopefully I'll get a blue. Come on, blue! Come on, blue! It's only a 60%, but it's something. Oh, I did get a blue, but it's blue enchanter pants. Let's see. I got the Arctic pants. And pretty much not a very good drop either, because it's strength, and that class does not need strength at all, period. So, something. I mean, I'm like, at least I'm what's the word? Motivated to go kill another one, because I got a drop. So I'm feeling pretty confident that I could at least probably get a drop again. Well, here we go. I did not think I was going to be able to survive in here, but with my the few things that I have equipped, like the health extendo is helping me a lot right now, so. Oh, but these Trumpies will moidle me still. See, you want to fucking avoid them. We're going, let's do this corner. Oh fuck, all of this is a bad choice right now. So all of these dudes are about to follow me. This is gonna be a touch and go situation here in a second. Oh dang. Yeah, you never know, man. Might have just grabbed it and it was a little too hot still, I don't know. That's crazy. Oh yeah, speaking of a crazy burn story, I actually experienced real frostbite for the first time in my life this winter. I went outside. It was like one of the last few like month or so of the actual winter, when here in Michigan, when we got that kind of insane freeze in that last like month or so. I was scraping my car off and had I was using my metal fucking scraper and I was not holding it on the part with the it had like the padding on it or whatever. My hands started to hurt pretty bad, and eventually it started hurting so bad that I had to put the thing down and go inside. I go inside and look at my hand, and sure enough, there's just like bleached white spots on my I think it was my right hand somewhere. Just in my hand, so basically my hand had just started to be actually full-on frostbite. Yeah, oh yeah, it stung it like a motherfucker too. I was like, that's the thing. I was like, my hand started to hurt, and it usually hurts because, you know, it's cold or whatever, and we live in Michigan, we're used to it. I've been dealing with this shit literally 30 whatever years now, however fucking old I am. And then all of a sudden, I was like, wait, this is starting to hurt a lot. And then it started to hurt a lot. And then my hand, I'm just thinking about it now, my hand hurts, honestly. And then it started like literally burning. And I was like, oh my God, I need to go inside. So I ran inside, stuck my hand under like a cool water, not a hot water, because you don't ever want to do that. Stick your hand just under, just slightly not cold water. It needs to be just a little bit warmer, you know. You don't want to make it warm. It just needs to be not cold, basically. That's how you hurt yourself or whatever. That's how you get blisters too. You burn your hand and you put it under cold water. That's how you end up with big nasty blisters. Pro tip. Anyway, so yeah, so I ran inside and I was like, I stuck my hand under the water and I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, and I could see just the white marks through my actual hand. Well, yeah, it's kind of crazy to me because, like, I've been, you know, I'm a Michigan kid. I've dealt with Michigan and its various weather patterns my entire life, and it's been cold here, you know. And I've been outside a million different times with no gloves on and all that shit against, you know, the better judgments of the people around me. But it never bothered me before because, you know, we live in Michigan. We're pretty used to this shit here. But I was like, man, I think I'm just starting to get fucking old. My body is not as strong as it used to be. It's not as resilient. I cannot handle these things that I used to be able to. And it was kind of like it was a moment of awakening, you know. It was like, holy shit, I'm fucking pushing on in years. Actually, not just in age anymore. My body's starting to actually be like that. You know what I mean? And it was like, it was one of those moments. This is a real realization. Like, shit starts to just not work as well, dude. Your blood doesn't circulate as well. Your body doesn't stay as warm. It just happens. Despite whatever you might try to stop. It just kind of happens. One winter, you're going to go outside. You're going to be more cold than you were last winter. And then it's just going to be downhill from there. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, don't put them under cold water, don't do ice, none of that, no, none of that, just slightly, you basically want to, you don't want to run them under hot water, because that's bad too. You just nice, warm, slightly fucking not cold water, basically. And then that's how you avoid, like, nasty blisters and all that kind of shit. Yep. That is the method for that, funnily enough. It's kind of one of those things, it's like, how hot water freezes faster than cold water or whatever, so. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, you know, being tough isn't, well, it's same exact kind of principle as like the whole beauty thing, man. It's like, damn, yeah, it's sick that you're hot or whatever now, but you ain't always gonna be. One of these days, you're gonna be a decrepit old bag, and you're gonna have to live with your actions and choices and shit. So, just like all the rest of us. So make sure them actions and choices are something you're okay with living in when you're an old fucking bag. Oh shit, I almost just let myself die I just looked away and I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I keep getting stunned this time around. It's pissing me off. This is why this one's not going so well. Thank goodness for this the magic pot that I have going on right now, or else I would have been wasted. They would have moidled me, but I have this here magic pot. It's thankfully they give you a couple of these through your leveling process in your vault. So that's kind of my saving grace right now. It's my emergency pot. If you're dying so fast and you can't seem to out-heal it with your regular pots and stones, and in my case, I'm immobilized and can't cast heal, just wait till you're about to die and then bust that emergency pot. Yep, I would say that's probably one of the best and most succinct ways to take kind of two lessons and put them into one quick one right there. live wise, don't live hard. If you have to live hard, try turning hardships into friends, not enemies. Yep, pretty much. Well, I always tell people a lot of my greatest, the whole friends into enemies thing, or enemies into friends kind of thing, is a lot more powerful than some people may understand. A lot of my greatest friendships have started because, here we go, I was afeared for a second. A lot of my greatest friendships started with someone that did not like me very much. Or we didn't like each other for whatever reason, but... In fact, it's more likely than not. I agree. It's more likely than not that you will be granted... Most of us are not born with silver spoons. Most of us, a lot of the times, the choice is between a choice that you don't want to make and a choice you don't want to make a little bit more. So, sometimes you just have to... Sometimes, a lot of the times, it comes down to making a choice that you're better off living with in the long run. It's kind of like our last several elections. What do you want? Like hot shit or slightly hotter shit? Which one would you prefer? Which is why I fucking just didn't vote. But then we end up in these situations and we're not getting political today. None of that. I had my long political rant yesterday on Star Wars Galaxies. We're moving away from that real fast. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? You were saying something earlier about Star Wars. You went deeper into the Star Wars and were saying something I was saying about something. But then that was right when my damn stream crashed, so it pretty much cut off the things that you were saying and changed what we were kind of focused on. So. But yeah, that was Oh, there we go. Is that done? Oh, I just finished a quest too. Hell yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid fucking overly political conversations. Nobody wants to hear them, and we all pretty much have the same opinion on it. Everybody needs to stop being a dumbass and try to, We all want to think about ourselves. We all want to think about everyone, but we need to do the things that are right for ourselves. But we should also try to do the things that's right for everybody. But that's hard when some people are really stupid. So that's what it all boils down to at the end of the day. A fucking complex miasma, and that's what we'll relieve it. I do not have to be in here anymore, so I'm gonna say later. Let's see. Let's go get one more thing done. What do we have that's like relatively... It's about that time, but I would like to get one more thing done. Let's see. What do we got that would be fun? Nothing really fun from a Spade Guard Trumpy. That's kind of fun. Maybe I'll try to go get a Lion Daw from a Spade Guard Trumpy, and we'll call that for today. So we'll go do that. Actually, where's there? Forest of Slumber, that's right. This is like one of my favorite entrances into another area. Even if it is a pain in the ass entrance, it's a pain in the ass convoluted entrance. Well, that's true too, but I personally, I've always said, I think our biggest mistake as a country, historically, the first thing we did after fighting to unify each other was split into separate political parties. The first fucking thing we did. And I just think that that's ridiculous. We just fought to take the country back from people that were bad because of no representation and all this shit. And then the first thing we do is separate ourselves right down the middle. Like, what a disaster. No fucking wonder why we had, like, civil wars and stuff like that. Star Wars average person looks superhuman to the... Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep. And that is true. That is true. I mean, especially considering... I was thinking about it. Like, can you imagine, like, your average... Like, most people in Star Wars know how to fix spaceships. Can you imagine just, like, kind of knowing how to fix a spaceship on the regular, and all these people that It's kind of like imagine all the people that know how to fix cars right now. You know, your homie that just knows how to fucking wrench on a car or whatever. Those people exist in Star Wars, except it's spaceships. That's the kind of the thought of that is kind of, you're like, whoa. Yeah, it is. I mean, that is. I suppose that is true, though. To be fair, that was doomed to happen, says Quartermaster. Yeah, I suppose that's true. We can't all agree, and if we all were to agree on something, it'd probably be because the world looks like fucking 1984, basically. Oh yeah, their medicine knowledge. Yeah, that too. Like the average like Bacta, and I mean, fucking being able to throw someone in a Bacta tank and just like you're good. Life-threatening, nearly dead Bacta tank, bro. And like, there's certain things that like if you get chunked up, if you lose a fucking limb or something, like they can't just throw you in a Bacta tank. But pretty much anything else, relatively minor lacerations, traumas of various kinds, physical, say you were in a car accident and you were bashed around a lot, you were thrown against something hard, that Bacta tank, you know what I mean? Just help with the mending process. See, that's true. That's the other thing is that I've said something similar to that, sort of in the vein. I always say that like, if the world we need a World War III, bro, because fucking people got it too easy. Not that I want that to happen. I would never wish for war to happen, but it would, brother. People's lives are like too fucking easy. That's why we spend so much time fighting each other about dumb shit, because we got too much fucking time on our hands. So we care too much about really stupid things. Well, and it's like, it's not even that we care about stupid things, that we care to die on those hills of stupid things. Everyone's allowed to have their opinions and whatnot. It's perfectly entitled to it. But the fact that we all, again, goes back to what I was saying yesterday, like, fight so hard for some of those opinions is not, it is beyond, there's no rationality to it. There's no, like, well, and of course it goes, like I said, there's too much, like, it's too easy. Things are too easy. We don't have anything that forces us to get along. We don't have to really choose the human race over anything else right now. You know what I mean? Your choice is really like choosing what's better for you than anybody, and your people that are around you than the fucking human race or anything like that right now. So we live in it's a crazy kind of strange time. There we go. There's that fucking old lion doll. We got used to being bored with mediocrity. That's true. Well, we've been served so much mediocrity too. That kind of goes back to what I was saying with like general TV and like media stuff. Like a lot of the shit that we get fed these days, movies. Like just look at the movie like industry. The entire movie industry basically flopping right now. Living on the backs of random things like Barbenheimer, for the love of God. And it's, just weird pop culture moments, because, like, the cinema and Hollywood doesn't really exist anymore. Like, if you think back to, like, the fucking 40s and the 50s and the 60s and shit like that. The golden age of Hollywood, black and white, fucking people. Well, and I think, so Anthony Mackie, it's the dude that plays Captain America, one of the Captain America dudes. I think he's the new Cap or something like that. You know who I'm talking about. No, he's not Soldier Boy. He's one of the dudes. I don't know a lot about it. Anthony Mackie, you know what I'm talking about. You all do. I know you do. Anyway, he said, there's like an interview of him on stage one day, and he said that basically part of the biggest problem with Hollywood is like, Hollywood doesn't have people anymore. They don't have like hero actors. So everybody that plays in movies is playing a character. Every character, Chris Evans is always playing a character. Chris Evans is not playing Chris Evans. So back in the day, we used to have people like Errol Flynn, for example, or fucking, I'm trying to think of the other big names that are completely eluding me. I sound like an idiot right now because there's a lot of big names like that from back in the day. But we used to have names like that. And when you Marilyn Manson or Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe. I always get that mixed up. Please don't laugh at me. Marilyn Monroe. Those kinds of names don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? You saw a movie, you went to go see a movie because of Marilyn Monroe was in it, or Errol Flynn was playing Robin Hood, or something like that. You know what I mean? You didn't go to see Robin Hood. You went to go see Errol Flynn play Robin Hood. And that's the key difference between movies now and movies then. And why everything is just, we don't care, because it's just being churned out, and we're just taking stories that have already been told and repackaging them in like whatever modern, like you just do it quick. It's just a quick thing. There's not really like a lot of thought and care being done into it. You're just repackaging some shit and putting a new sticker on it or a new title. And it's just, that's all. It's actually what I was saying yesterday. It goes back to the whole Marvel thing and why these comic books lean so hard into the multiverse now. All the stories have been told, and none of these people are bothering to come up with any new ones. They're just writing what if shit that happens in places because their fucking stories they've almost written themselves into a corner. So they come up with these like Marvel what if stories so they can write whatever they want and make the stories how they want to make them, and these fantastical kind of new imaginings of things where they haven't written themselves into a corner already, basically. And it's rough. It's a rare gift, and that's the thing, it's not really a failure on anybody's part. Here's the thing about it. Everyone needs to understand. I'm not like fucking saying everybody sucks at what they do. It's like a fucking failure on so many levels. How do you create something that you want to do when, like, if nobody cares about it? You know what I mean? If you don't have the studio behind you ready to give you $50 million and all this fucking money and all this or whatever to make your dream come true, how do you do it these days? We're so far down this path. Like imagine. So let's just say you want to go out. You hate right now, let's say you're a technological person, let's say you love technology, and it really upsets you how expensive RAM prices are right now. Do you have any idea how hard it would be for you to go out and be a new technology manufacturer right now? Like RAM or CPUs, graphics cards, silicon, period. Do you have any idea how much money that would fucking cost, and the time and the manpower and the companies you're up against that are already cemented, like TSMC and stuff like that, who basically have a monopoly on the fucking market? You're going up against that. That's kind of the world that we live in with a lot of this stuff. For things to take off and to work and to matter and to happen these days, it is more than ever before, I would argue, the most insane combination of luck and skill, timing, and just a myriad of things coming together in a perfect order. Like this is fucking Hercules, and it's whatever that day is where all the planets align and the Titans come crawling out of the ground. That's basically what has to happen to you for things to work these days in big capacities. If you're gonna do something crazy like that, like if you want to, you could create a business and do just about anything, but if you want to touch the biggest markets or the biggest anything really these days, you're going up against people and things that are so far cemented and built around already with all these systems and all their customers. Who are you going to sell to? Who are you going to sell your new silicon to when everybody has the contracts with TSMC? And TSMC can cut a better price than you can because you're a relatively new company still trying to get your shit out the door. You don't have really any money coming in yet, so you need to be making a profit on everything you sell, so you can't afford to do things like bulk ordering where you take hits on the by the numbers kind of thing in order to make a bigger profit at one time. You can't, it would be impossible. It would be impossible. And it's not impossible, but it's highly, highly, highly improbable. It's not something that any person can just do. It would take nearly an entire lifetime of perfect things aligning for you. You would have to know people, you would have to be in the industry, you would have to be knowledgeable and respected, you would have to have people around you ready to come to that kind of calling and all that to help you with that thing. That's it. It is. It's like I was saying earlier. You selling weapons, quartermaster on YouTube, are going up against all these other Facebook companies that I see that are already established and have all their fan base and customers and whatnot. People aren't exactly buying millions of swords. They're buying lots of swords, but they're buying their, 2 or 3 replica swords that they love the most, and then that's all they're hanging on their wall for the most part. So yes, I absolutely understand. Same with me doing YouTube. Like, I'm sitting here doing this stuff. I'm up against, like Ludwig and like fucking iShowSpeed, or like some of these VTubers out here. Like, who wants to watch me sit here and talk about this shit instead of go watch Fillion be just like crazy or something, and it's hilarious or whatever, that the stuff that some of these people are doing. Or who doesn't want to go watch one of the most handsome dudes in the world, Ludwig, like be an absolute Chad killing things on stream. Like, I understand what we're all dealing with here, you know what I mean? The kind of the things we're facing in order to get our own things off the ground are daunting. And so, just keep trying. We gotta, the best thing I could say is, like, keep trying, because at the end of the day, I'll tell you, if my channels don't work out, if none of this works out for me and I have to go back to actual work and things start going back to the way that they used to be, the one thing that I'll still be able to say is that at least I have a YouTube channel with 500 videos on it. The people that make fun of me for failing at that, what do those people have? That's all. And I know that's kind of the general people. A lot of people say that, well, what have they done, blah blah, but it's the truth. It's one of those things that is like a timeless truth. It's going to be said a million times. What else can you do with it? If things don't work, who else has tried this? How many other people have quit their fucking jobs because they think that it'll work for them, and so they just quit a job that pays them over $20 an hour, and where you had already 30 plus K in a retirement fund and stuff like that, and 3 weeks of vacation a year, etc., in order to make videos 7 days a week for 11 hours a day, you know what I mean? Just because it may work for them. That's, how many people have said can, be that guy. Be that guy, because at least at the end of the day, if it don't work, at least I've tried. At least I tried to follow my dreams. At least, and believe me when I say when we get to the end of our roads, even if I failed, I'm a lot less regretful that I at least tried and failed than if I never tried at all. The funniest thing that's probably the most contrary to this house. So yeah, I will leave you with that shifty bit of wisdom for today. This is where I'm gonna be ending it. I'm gonna be there. Me and my lovely girlfriend are going to go out for dinner. Let me take an excellent screenshot for tomorrow's thumbnail. Yeah, we're gonna go get some food. It's our anniversary tomorrow, and she works, so we're gonna go try to get some food tonight, because it didn't work. Things didn't work out earlier as they were. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Fiesta do. And be sure to show up 7 a.m. EST for something interesting tomorrow morning, because Fallout's probably not going to work, and I'm not going to keep ruining my channel analytics by trying to get 2 streams to happen and within an hour. So, love you. My next door neighbor's outdoor neighbor has over 46 guns each, apparently bearing different calibers, and is loud and rowdy in the neighborhood. Huh. Well, that's, I guess that's kind of a thing that you just sometimes have to deal with folks. I'm sorry to hear that, quartermaster, but hopefully they don't make the noise with the guns. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Fair Winds travelers, I'll see you first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And well, hopefully then it'll be probably more like 7:30 if I'm honest. But I'm gonna try to get here at 7 a.m. So love you so much, Fair Winds travelers. But the neighborhood said that his house is the scariest because what they seen hanging on my walls and how nice I treat people. You see, you don't want to mess with the nice guy because you never know. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, guys. Fair Winds travelers. Good evening, Isyans, and bye-bye.